Hey everyone, I'm Joel on the road, and today my UNESCO World Heritage journey is at Museum Island in Berlin, Germany. Museum Island is a collection of 5 art galleries and museums on an island in the River Spree in the heart of Berlin. They were constructed between 1824 and 1930 at a time when the modern museum, as we think of it, was first becoming from concept to reality, and these buildings had a huge impact across the world. They're very well preserved, so let's go and have a look. So this is the Old Museum, and it's the oldest of the 5 museums here on the islands. It was originally built in the 1820s to house the Prussian royal family's art collection, and their palace is actually just over here on the other side of the square. Now, during the National Socialist period, this whole area, including the building, was used for rallies and propaganda, and it was heavily damaged by bombs during the end of the war. It was reconstructed in the 1960s, and these days it contains the antiquities collection of the Berlin State Museums. This is the second museum, the New Museum, and this one dates from the 1840s. It was originally set up to house antiquities from Egypt, Greece and Rome, and it's a function that it still largely serves today, particularly Egyptian relics. Now, it was almost completely destroyed during World War II. You can still see bullet holes in the facade in some places, and the construction material is quite new as well, because the reconstruction's only finished in 2009. For me, that's 8 years ago. The third museum from today is the Alte Nationalgalerie, and this one is from the 1870s. It's built in the style of a classic Roman temple, and it was constructed to house contemporary German artwork, so Prussian work from the 19th century, a function that still largely serves today. Now, this building wasn't as badly damaged during World War II, and it did open again in the 1960s. This is the Bode Museum, and it's named after its designer. Now, it opened in 1904, and it was set up to house early Christian and Byzantine artifacts. These days, it houses a sculpture collection from antiquity right through to the Renaissance, and it's considered to be one of the finest sculpture collections anywhere in the world. So the last museum for today is the Pergamon, and this was finished in 1930. It was set up to contain Islamic art and Middle Eastern art as well, because the Bode Museum we just looked at wasn't big enough. They had to build another building to keep the collection in. Now, this one was actually heavily looted by the Soviet army at the end of World War II, and many treasures in the Hermitage Museum in St. Petersburg were taken from here. But that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Joel on the road, and I'll see you at the next World Heritage site.